Hey guys, Britto here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019. Here we are back in Slovak Village. We've gone through and sold all our bricks from up, or most of our bricks from up here. We've sold all of our boards from down here, our wood chips. I sold all of our gravel as well down into the builder's yard sell point. We sold our gold last episode. We got 351,000. We have a look in here today. We made 434, but I've purchased a lot of cement and dynamite and stuff as well, which is probably that cost there a fair bit, to be honest. But what I wanted to do this episode is we need some grass. This is going to take a while to be done. We can go over here to field 19. We can buy this. It's ready to go. We can harvest that and then resell the land back. So that's what my plan is today. So let's buy our mowers. Unfortunately, I might need to lease a little bit of equipment here as well. Not 100% sure if we're going to have enough money for everything. So we need to mow, we need to windrow. And I don't know if these guys actually... No, they don't. They don't join together, do they? No, they don't. So we need to mow, we need to windrow. So let's have a look at our windrowers. So it's only 10 meters wide. What's that? That's 7.4. It's probably not too, this is way too expensive at the moment. That's too small. So probably better off going with the 2700. With, oh, where's our beacon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's a lot of different beacons. I don't really know what the difference is, to be honest. We'll just buy that one. Right, so that should arrive next to us. There we go. So we need to go and mow, we need to go and windrow, then we need a way to pick it up as well. I'm thinking potentially the loading wagon is 140,000. We can lease that. Or potentially we can just use our front loader. We can go over there, scoop up all the grass, bring it over, dump it, go back, scoop up the grass, bring it over, dump it, which might take a little while, but it's probably going to be better for us and cheaper for us than having to purchase a loading wagon or something like that. It's going to be quite expensive to purchase a loading wagon. We just don't have the money at this point in time. Hoping soon we will, but right now we don't. Try not to run people over. So we'll head on over. I know we're still using our Fendt tractor. We just didn't make as much money as I thought we would. From the stuff we sold, especially with buying this land, which is going to make it that we can't get another class tractor at this point in time, but we definitely will. We won't replace this guy just yet because we'll still use this guy to do the boards and that sort of stuff, and still need to put in our new, wouldn't say, what we're going to say, like our forest area down there, put in some new saplings and stuff. So probably one of the next things we need to do as well, whether it be this episode or next episode, depending on what sort of time we have at the end of this, will determine on what we can get done, I suppose. Here's the field we just purchased, so we can put this guy at the front ready to go. We can unfold you, make sure we put it at ×5 speed. Oop. Let's have a look at weather. No rain at, ooh, okay, Wednesday at 6. That's tomorrow, so we should be okay. We should be okay not to end up destroying any of this grass, so that'll be fine. But we need to go through, mow all this, windrow it all, collect as much as we can. Need to go and get some silage sorted. I don't think we're going to have enough time to turn it into hay, I don't think, nor do we have enough money to buy a baler anyway, so pretty much just going to have to work with the silage at this point in time, I think. It's a decent land size though. I know field 1 up the top of the map, you can see it here, yep, field 1 is grass, field 34 is grass as well, so potentially we can buy them at a later date if we need more grass as well, buy them, harvest it, and then sell the land back to someone else. know not a lot of people are fans of buying and selling land and stuff like that, but I don't know what would happen in real life. I guess for us, if we need grass desperately, we could buy the land at say $200,000 and then sell it back to someone else for a little bit less, you know, like 190 or something in real life. I'm not 100% sure if that would actually happen or not, but I could see it potentially being the case. If you need something urgently, as I said, like grass or a certain crop to fill a certain order or something, I guess that would happen. But I don't know, you guys let me know if you think it's normal or not, if you think it's a good idea. If it's not a good idea, then we won't do it for the rest of this series, but I don't mind it. I don't think it's too bad an idea. So my other idea as well is I'd like to be able to, at the end of every day, when it gets dark, say 7 o'clock or whatever time it is that we normally finish, before we move to the next day, I want to spend a little bit of time off camera. I'll be able to do some more selling of gravel, move the stone around, move the soil around, all that sort of stuff up at the brick production area up the top there, off camera, so you guys don't have to worry about it anymore. But I still want to keep that production running. As far as the lumber mill goes, we're going to wait now until our saplings are grown before we go down there and cut any more trees. So you guys won't have to worry too much about the lumber side of things anymore. I'll try and get, as I said, I'll get the brick production stuff done off camera. When we go down there to cut those trees again, I'll definitely do that on camera, or at least a time lapse or something like that. Definitely this sort of stuff up here, you guys have seen it enough already this series, I think, so I will cut all that out for you guys so you don't have to worry about it anymore. Should be able to see, yeah, we've still got a few stacks of bricks there. You can see the trailer in the background, I think you guys can see that, are full of pallets as well. So I've got a trailer full of pallets ready to go, work out where we need them to go, and we can go and get them delivered. I think we're pretty well right for everything at the moment as far as pallets, water and all the other stuff goes. I'll try and bring you back at the start of every new day and just go through all of our production stuff and what sort of stuff we need to get done that day. If we need to get anything done, just go through all the production, make sure everything's going and running fine. But I want to sort of slowly work away from the production side of things this series, if that's what you guys want to see as well, and just head more towards just doing the normal farming side of things. Of course, it is called Farming Simulator for a reason, but I do like the production side of things. Certainly just adds that extra element. Oh, looks like it's going to rain soon. Thought it said it wasn't going to rain. Oh no, it is going to rain. Right, let's slow the time down, because if it rains while this is cut, we will lose all of this grass. So we'll slow this time right down. What can we do? There's not really much I can do at the moment. So we can't even get a worker up here to help because this guy's doing his thing. We could probably, what I'll do is I'll turn around here. I'll go line this up, go hire worker. There we go, she can do that. Let's head down here. Jump in this guy. We'll get up here as quick as we can with this windrower, and I can windrow while they're doing their thing as well. Probably need to change these tyres to normal tyres, but I just don't have the time. We're really going to be stuck here if we're halfway through this and it starts raining. We're going to be in trouble. So might also need to bring our truck down. I did sell our other truck as well, and I brought this trailer to use to sell the gravel, so I might need to bring the truck and trailer down, use the front loader, load the grass into the truck, bring the truck down, dump it off, and do it that way. I think that's what we're going to have to do. It's sort of going to be a big stuff around, I think, but certainly need to get this done. Try not to run this guy over, go the wrong side of the road. No traffic around, it's a quiet day. Quiet Tuesday. That's one thing I'd like to see up the top there where it says 01, like day 1 early summer. We should have, you know, Tuesday or day 1 early summer Tuesday or something like that, so you know what day it is. You haven't completed your bloody task. These hired workers still don't work overly well. Oh, you need to stop here. Thinks he's finished, but he's not. Still plenty of grass in front of you there. Alright, going this way. Hire a worker. It's just the way that the ground is set out, I think. Alright, so we'll go around, try and windrow all this up. Still not going to be perfect because it's not very wide, this windrower, but it's going to be better than trying to scoop it all up where it's sitting at the moment. Hopefully you can get this build finished without thinking he's finished his job. Still a fair bit to go. So it's a little bit narrower than the mowers. The mowers are 10 meters. I think this is like 8.7 or something, so it's a little bit smaller, but it's not a great deal smaller, so it may still leave a little bit of grass behind in certain spots, but as long as we get the majority of it, I'm not overly concerned about making sure we get every last little bit. I think eventually, once we get this windrowed, I could probably even hire a worker to finish off the windrowing as well. I don't know how they're going to go. Probably better off trying to set up a course and get it done that way. Which probably isn't a bad idea, but obviously we're going to have to wait till we're stopped. Right, what I'll do is I'll stop here quickly. I want to go build 19. Let's go south. Let's go northwest. We'll do 2 headlands. See how that goes. Okay, northeast we want. Right. That mower's stopped again, so let's get this guy started. Go over to here. I don't understand why they think they're bloody finished all the time. Alright, we need to try and get this done as quick as we can. So we're going to have him coming over soon. So I've put a few lights and stuff up at like the brick production, gravel production area up the top there. So I can actually be up there over night time and work, not have it too dark, but I might need to go back through over night time and throw some more lights in, just a bit more visibility up there, but I don't think it's going to be too bad for me trying to work. I mean, I could probably time lapse that sort of stuff. If you guys would like to see that as a time lapse, let me know. It's completely up to you guys. Alright, so maybe one more run back down and this guy should be finished. So we can get him out of the way. I could bring our front loader down, bring our truck down as well. Get all this grass loaded up and out of the way. Certainly going to need a lot of hay as well. Alright, lift that front one up as well. Go and park over out of the way. this other field. Actually, not on the other field because it's already been planted. We might just park in the bush here, out of the way. Try not to run over this guy's potatoes. Oh, there we go. We've still got bricks getting made. Still got plenty. 31,000 litres. We got our full truckload of pallets there. So I want to bring this over next to the field. I'm pretty sure, I'll double check, I'm pretty sure this guy does take grass. Yes, it does. Perfect. Oh no. Slipping on what? On a tree. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh no, there we go. Hold on, let me get it out of the way first. Or you could just keep driving over it. Whatever you want to do. Alright, let's throw that out of the way. That solved that issue. Where are you going? Oh, okay. Let's go stop driving for a second. Okay. Nearest waypoint, I guess. There you go. Keep doing your thing. Alright, I want to bring our truck down a little bit further. Sort of maybe in the center of the field somewhere. Alright, maybe about here. Alright, I'd normally run to and from the equipment, but just to save a bit of time, I won't run to and from at the moment. Trying to keep each episode, 30-35 minutes. We're already halfway through our episode. Feels like we've got not much done. Alright, so what I want to do is come back a little bit, put our bucket on the ground. Go like this, pick up all this grass. Take us a while to fill up our bucket, but the field is reasonably flat. We shouldn't have any dramas. There might be the odd rough spot where we hit a bit of a rough patch, I suppose. This is going to be the easiest way for us to get this done without having to, like that, without us having to use a loading wagon or a baler or something like that. As long as we pick all this up and don't have too much of an issue, we should be fine. Is this realistic? Definitely not. But need to use the equipment we've got at the moment. Right, it's one full load of grass. We're gonna have to do probably a few trips, I would say, with this truck. Alright, there we go. There's actually plenty of grass in there. I do have double yield turned on, I believe, as well, so or double yield mod. It's not quite windrowing all the grass. I think I might have it set to 9 meters instead of 8.7 or something. Right, there's a few spots here we need to pick up on the way around. Would be a lot easier with a loading wagon, of course, but Just need to use what we've got. So what I might do is set up a course from here back to the BGA, well not the BGA but the silage bunker, so we can just continue to pile all this grass up while the truck's going away delivering. And I can just make like a big pile of grass on the ground somewhere and then load it, hopefully before it all rains. You can see between each row it's leaving a little bit behind, but I think we're going to get plenty out of this field anyway, so not going to have to worry too much. Not 100% sure if it was fully fertilised either. I think this trailer only takes about 60,000 litres, so it'll only be a bucket and a bit. Too far. Make sure we're not missing anything. Bucket has a decent, pickup area, so it's pretty good. Just need to keep slowly adjusting the bucket, tilting it back or forward a little bit. Certainly is a weird way of collecting grass, but what I want to do is take a bit of a screenshot. Use that as our thumbnail. Interesting look. As I said, you just got to work with the equipment you got. And lucky enough, this actually works pretty good. Alright, there we go. I'll throw this guy in. As much as we can, I suppose. And if we go something like that, and then if I just go this and just dump it all on the ground. Like a decent pile. Like that. While the truck's gone, I can just keep dumping it in a massive pile right there while he's off doing his thing. So let's jump in this truck, go start course recording. I want to take it nice and steady through these bits and we can speed up a bit more. We sort of get out of here. I don't want to go flat stick, but 60 will do. So what field are we at? Field 19. Right, so we'll go straight through. Try not to run people over. But if they get in the way, we've got to do what we've got to do, I suppose. I still love this map. It is a beautifully made map. It really is. We'll pretend this guy wasn't there. So I want to go through the bottom entrance. We can tip off, and I think we can go through the top entrance after that. I want to slow myself down to 40. Or we go through the yard. Oh Jesus, that was terrible turning. The bunker's just here on the left. Alright, so if we just go... I want to try and run it out a little bit. It is a bloody big bunker. Now I don't know... I'm going to have to test that out. I don't know if... stop tipping. Never mind. I don't know if it'll tip by itself, or do I actually have to go and tell them to stop tipping? Not 100% sure. Or tell them to tip, I mean. So I guess we'll just send him through once and see what happens. Fingers crossed he tips okay. So we'll get this guy back. What I might do is I might throw a little bit of a time lapse at the end of this. Once I get back there, we'll end the episode. I'll throw a bit of a time lapse to get this field completed as a time lapse, and then come back next episode and see what we can do from there. Well, 100% sure what the next episode's going to be. We sort of just have to play it by ear, but I think the next episode will be day 2 of early summer. I'll certainly skip through the day, and then hopefully have something else to do the next day. We certainly need to make a little bit more money before we can afford to buy a harvester at the moment, so we'll flag. And I might also go in and turn... Look out! I don't know if I should turn double yield off or not. We are getting a fair amount of grass from over here, but I'm not sure if that's normal amount or not. Probably should have went the other way, like I said I was gonna. Might just have to borrow this other guy's field to turn around on. Probably shouldn't, but I will. Alright, let's turn around, head to here, go stop, field 19, grass to bunker, go first waypoint, drive course. He'll do his thing, he'll stop there, then we can load him up. So right out guys, as I said, we'll end the episode here with the rest of today's time lapse. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, as always, smash that like button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of this series so far. If you want to see it continue, all that good stuff. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet guys, please do so. Team Britto, thanks for watching. See you again soon.